Hello Sagittarius, thank you so much for tuning in. June 2025, career, work, business, job prospects. You are at Tarot Solar Sun Studio and I am Karo, your reader. I'm using a cartomancy deck and I'm going to now reveal the cards to find out the energy for career, work, business, job and work prospects. You can watch it for your sun, moon or rising sign. Today I'm performing this reading today I'm performing this reading around May 20th. So Jupiter is still in Gemini, but Jupiter will switch to Cancer by mid-June. I find it to be very important when it comes to specific areas of our lives, really, because depending on your natal chart and of course rising sign, this is going to bring some expansion and some developments to your life, depending on the house that it's gonna fall, of course, and it can really plot twist the story. So yes, I'm reading for June, but I think June is a bit like divided two parts, like before Jupiter in Cancer and after Jupiter in Cancer. And Jupiter in Cancer, I think the ingress, the entrance to Cancer will be by mid-June. Okay, dear friends, so hold on tight, hold on tight. I have also an oracle deck here, this one. This is now the second time I'm using, because I also had a career reading, I think previously around January. Now I will use it the second time. I'm so excited, so excited. By the way, in your reading we have 3 Saturn cards, we have 1 Jupiter and Mars card. I think this month, this June, is going to, there will be opportunities really to test how invested you are in a particular subject, because we have the Independence Oracle, by the way, don't depend on others, about especially what you are investing into. Manage money yourself, independence guarantees security. Okay. Then it is our partnerships, it seems, which will be very important. How we are also independent on in that, what rights we have, right, in that partnerships. This is going to be important, especially for people who are working with in collaborations, cooperations, you know, this type of thing. So we have here both Saturns mirroring each other. It's a very heavy Saturnian influence. This is full realism, my friends. Sagittarius, realism is going to be the theme for June for you. Of course, Saturn brings lessons. Some karma dominates the scenery. And sometimes this tests, and you know, Saturn's being a teacher, it gives you like that test, that restrictions, and see how well we are doing in that, and then it just rewards us with very dependable long-term rewards. Now okay, so let's now get into detail. So we are starting with some delays here, and the delay is going to be like a safety net. Okay, a delay is going to be a safety net. you see there is a tower here, but it's like a tower card, but a bit different than actually tarot tower. But something here I do feel like a bit collapsing, Sagittarius. So this delay is actually preparing to like protect you from a particular ruin. So if you feel like slow down at the beginning of the month, okay, with regards to paperwork, it can be maybe some decision is still pending for you, maybe some delayed payments, contracts. This is not going to be failure, okay? It is just like the external system is trying to renew itself, or it cannot sustain something, but it's going to offer you like a much better structure there. After Saturn we have the Jupiter. Now here the external systems we are relying on in our career, work and business prospects may undergo some changes. Maybe this can be, of course, like a person is no longer sustaining the work you are in. So that's why the independence can be important, and how you will independently manage things from now on. But as maybe you rely on that system, or in that person, or in that particular setup, as it does not feel like moving, maybe you feel your ambition, oh my god, where is my stick? Okay. Your ambition there a bit, maybe feel a bit paused. But actually, before this ruin energy, okay, which is of course a symbolic meaning, please do not take these like literally, because things always change in context, and what matters here is context. Saturn energy is asking you to refine things. Don't rush, okay? The first message is don't rush, just try to refine things there. And a particular no rushing attitude will be like a protection actually. Now, as this is the, by the way, challenge position in our spread, so the structure we are relying on here, okay, this can be a particular also the role, this can be that business model, again the person, the team dynamic, or you know, something deep down doesn't seem to be standing straight there, so it's a bit crumbling. Some Sagittarius will know that this is actually this was already unstable, so it's not something new. But what we know is it is definitely undeniable. This is not your fault, Sagittarius. This is like a bit, I think, subjected to the external system also influencing, or influence, a third influence, but it is just excuse me, reminding you that what you're gonna be building from scratch, maybe, okay, from scratch, you have to rebuild it with truth. You have to rebuild with absolutely new habits, but not out of habit. So there is definitely some massive change there. The most beautiful thing is your central energy. This is pretty much your opportunity and inner resource here. I always position the oracles here because it is also a kind of a show us where actually the oracle is manifesting, or that opportunity. So this heaviness you have been experiencing, actually this is your saving grace, okay? So the Jupiter energy is influencing you to trust your independence, your joy, your hope that things gonna feel aligned sooner or later. And there is also aligned support. Look at the hand and the crown and the star. So you can look, Sagittarius, this is, I think, the mid-mount when Jupiter is in Cancer. This is, and if you're Sagittarius rising, by the way, this is gonna fall to your 8th house of other people's resources, and there can be this family support, or it can be an emotional encouragement coming with Jupiter in Cancer. You can get this unexpected emotional encouragement, or like a hand, again the Jupiter influence in Cancer by mid-mount, it can be a reminder, actually, your core mission, okay? And what you can, even you do not go independent all of a sudden, of course. Something wants you to manage money yourself and not depending solely on others. Of course, our collaborations, cooperations, relationships, that they will be all important. But now, right here, right now, in this context right now, what will guarantee security is independence. So you are getting an emotional encouragement. Oh my God. My new setup is trying to find its new place. Yeah, this emotional encouragement coming, and it is telling you that don't worry what has been here proved itself being unstable or gone. There is still purpose in what you are building independently, okay? Now, again, a Saturn card with this one. This is, of course, our stress now, our stress, right? Showing up in our body, in our mind, in our, yeah, it's our overthinking. It's Mars. It's our overthinking, it's our feeling overwhelmed, you know, this type of energy. You are absorbing a lot. You are absorbing a lot, and you are maybe like this mirroring the ruin card. You are trying to hold it together on the outside, maybe deep down in the inner realm wise, psyche wise, you may be though having this energy, but something maybe you try to hold together, you absorb a lot. Something is here still draining you, Sagittarius, and I think you need to reclaim control of your energetical hygiene here. Another reminder, okay? Another reminder. So here, this is really preparing you slowly, and as you understand, no, this is not gonna serve me. I have to go full independent in this, or independent decision without influence. Financial matter, by the way, this is okay, so this one says us something must end. Look, this is not dramatic, okay? This is a very natural and a karmic closing to the previous experience. Whether this means you walk away from a client, you pause a project, or you emotionally detach from a system, toxic system, like the life wants you to encourage to be in one field, which is gonna serve maybe your north node. So some karmic cuttings maybe with the south node influences also can be interesting. You don't have to carry other people's burdens here. You don't have to carry what's outlived its purpose here, Sagittarius. So here, then you're gonna find like something needs to end, and then I can accept this gift fully. I think the beginning of the reading, which was like the realism influence, is very much now turns out to be pure karmic reality, and it's a checking point for you. This is not punishment, okay? This is how you're gonna reevaluate from now on. Independence means when we take sometimes full responsibilities, right? And for what is sustainable. Okay, it says release what is not sustainable, and you're gonna have the full encouragement to start fresh there. This month, June, is not about growth. It's about clear the debris so you can grow next month, okay? So this is something we really need to listen, I think. The slowdown, if it feels so, it's real. The old falling away is real. Does it have mental and physical toll for us? Yes, it can have. But Jupiter in Cancer, I think by this mid-month, the light is here. And Jupiter in Cancer, in your 8th house, it's super intimate. It's gonna remind you what you really love, what you really believe in the invisible realm. And it's gonna show you what is really worth building, okay? And this wants you to cut the dead weight. It wants you to honor the pause, and it wants you to prepare for what is next with that independent mindset. This means on your own terms. Independence means also your own terms, Sagittarius. So with this much of heavy Saturnian energy, look at that, okay? With this heavy Saturnian energy, you know, you can really approach things very strategic and in a very disciplined mindset, okay? Refine. Okay, refine, definitely. Do that refinement. This is not a growth or expansion mount. This is refinement mount. And, you know, sometimes in the, for instance, this job and work scenery, there is this big new work growth ideas. This is not the mount for that. Like, if someone tells you go and apply these 20 jobs at the same time and go and launch it impulsively, you know, this is the date. No. It says you got to refine your pitch first. Or it can be like maybe some update with regards to your contracts, your also with tools you work with. Polishing some portfolio maybe. You need to improve what exists, okay? So you can also, taking new responsibility can really limit that independence. We want to be fresh with that. And you know, do you know what these cards are? This, by the way, like a death tarot card, very scorpionic. This tells us to be ruthlessly honest. Yeah. If something is not working, definitely say it. The energy will help you. Be it a system, collaboration, mindset. Don't cling, it says. Rather, it wants you to ask you like, what's draining me here? Okay? What I am really tolerating out of habit. Okay? Very much, sometimes it's that tough editing. Tough edits. I made a tough edit lately to my working room, and now I'm in this place. I get rid of a lot of cluster, and it was very relief. Yeah, it was a big relief. And you know, Saturn is also time, and how sometimes time affects our energy. So I think at this regard, you need to protect your time and energy too, right? By the way, heavily please protect your weekends and avoid energy vampires at work. And also please work within your hours. I mean, you need to, this is like long-term sustainability, okay? Don't worry about the delays. Honor those delays, okay? Honor. If something stuck, let's say your contact is stuck, okay, then you go and work on the content. Okay, your contractor, your boss, or you know, someone, let's say, they cannot, let's say, decide, or they wait. Okay, you can clean some digital systems, for instance, okay? You have to use the downtime to lay those foundations, because this is what Saturn wants us to do. Like, how to say, don't get like, how to say, it's not about creating the free time, but how you're gonna feel that time with, okay? But not to insist on what is also not working. So you can make these arrangements. Be patient, Sagittarius, but not passive. Jupiter in Cancer by mid-month, I think, gonna help a lot. Until that time, cut what is unnecessary and fortify, please, what matters for you. Thank you so much, Sagittarius. If you have a personal tarot question, you can always find me in my live streams called Karo is Answering Your Tarot Question. There, if you come, we can also do one-on-one session. If you are first time watching my channel, check the description box below to see how things operate at Tarot Solar Sun Studio, and I will speak to you in the next readings. Ciao for now.